I've been collecting these extraordinary copper molds for many, many years. Of course, they're beautiful for a Gugelhof or a babka, but ice cream looks gorgeous in them too. And to make an ice cream bomb for a special occasion, all you have to do is make them far enough in advance, say 1 or 2 days, so that the ice cream or the sorbet has plenty of time to get nice and firm. I have one of my molds in the freezer right now, chilling. This mold is what we're going to put our first layer of sorbet in. And I have all my wonderful sorbets, blackcurrant, raspberry, and vanilla ice cream tempering in the refrigerator right here. Our first layer is going to be blackcurrant. In France, blackcurrants are grown to make into cassis liqueur. And tempered in the refrigerator, you can see it's malleable. And you want to just soften it just a little bit so that you'll be able to press it into the exterior of the mold without any lumps. See, it's still frozen, still icy cold, and perfect consistency for placing into your chilled mold. Everything should be kept icy cold when you're working with sorbets or ice creams. Now I'm going to put a little bit all the way around the bottom of the mold. Now see, you can take the sorbet and really layer it in whatever configuration you want. What I'd like to do is really coat the entire mold with blackcurrant all the way around. There, completely lined, ready to return to the freezer for at least 30 minutes to set up. And now we have one that's already lined with the blackcurrant, and now I'm going to get my red raspberry out and temper that too. Oh, look at that color. Isn't that great? Now this is a little bit softer than the blackcurrant. Maybe it's because it's raspberry. You never know. But we've successfully used tropical sorbets like passion fruit or mango. Oh, look at that. See? Creamy and delicious. Have to hurry. And now I'm going to add that layer. Oh, I love the colors together. Now just let it fall down. And pack it in. You don't want any air spaces at all. Be very careful to get it really down. This mold's a little bit small, but I'm going to leave just enough space for a core of vanilla ice cream. You can see all the thousands of little vanilla beans here. Now, tempering ice cream is a little bit more difficult because it actually loses its texture if you let it stay in the refrigerator too long. It's hard to reconstitute, but this looks like it's going to be okay. Just work fast. Oh, and this is my favorite of all of my molds. This is a copper and steel melon mold, but look at the top. Isn't that gorgeous? It's like a quilted pattern. Inside is blackcurrant, same, red raspberry, and now vanilla ice cream in the center. This should be just enough. And here we're just filling the cavity with vanilla. Yum. This will be a very refreshing end to the meal. Just place this. Now, if you're going to keep this for more than a couple hours, you would definitely cover this with plastic wrap to keep all air off the ice cream. You could, of course, cover it with its appropriate covering. This can stay in the freezer for, I'd say, a day or two at the most, but then you must eat it because you don't want the ice cream to get old or out of flavor, or the sorbet. So put that back in your freezer. And we have two here that I can show you how to unmold. And we'll place our mold. These are pretty for a table of, 6 to 8 people. And you'll just place this on whatever surface it's going to be on when you serve it. See? Done exactly the same way. These little propane torches are really handy. Just turn it on lightly and use there. And you will just gently heat the mold. Be careful not to touch your serving plate. There it comes. Now, isn't that just beautiful? Now, if you want, put it right back in the freezer just for a second to chill it up. Now, if your mold is antique or if it's copper like this, you don't want to use the propane torch on that. So just immerse your mold in a pan of warm water. Watch how quickly I'm doing this. Okay, that's about it. Let the water drip off and turn this over. Another way to do it, you have to really work at this if you want, is take your hot cloth and just hold it over like that. That little bit of heat should cause the sorbet to plop out. There. How beautiful. This too can just be put back into the freezer for a second if you like. And now it's very important for you to see what this looks like inside. When you cut it, you will get the real beauty of the bombe, the layering. And of course, spoon a couple wonderful berries on the plate. Who could resist such a spectacular dessert? Remember, you can use any ice cream or sorbet to make a bombe like this one.